put it, is
Tormenting, yes.
exactly, tormenting your life. So, Grant, you second me on that. She should reach out to the girl.
Definitely, yes. It's another
Because
option.
it could be that
Yes.
she's oblivious.
That's actually a very valid point.
Yeah. She's oblivious that this man is married.
It's a valid point.
This is serious.
It could be
Where do you keep the money? 3 years.
Men. In the financial situation where they can't help home, and their wife would want to step up.
I think I should conduct a vox pop on this.
Of course. Most men will gladly agree to this. Some men will also disagree.
And you
say baby if you have a lady that understands the hustle, it's a plus.
Okay.
A lady that understands that you can't always be the head of the family. Sometimes they have to step up too.
Okay.
Most men would adore this lady, worship her, worship the ground she walks on.
Because she is contributing.
Of course, not what this one is doing.
Right.
So, before...
Well, hello you. How have you been? Welcome to Love City. All you need certainly is love. My name is Anakunedu, and I am your host for the show. Kindly tell a friend to tell another friend that we are on. Do well to share your thoughts and comments with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, Studio 2 TV, on Twitter, and of course on Instagram. We take a breather. When I come back, I tell you who I have in the studios. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back, and thank you for staying. Again, you are the real MVPs. Munching on your pork puns already? Sipping some wine? Yes. Great. I have Grandmaster in the studios, and today he has the quote of this episode. Grandmaster.
Nana Konido, once again, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yes, it's always a blessing to be on this platform. Hello, Choice viewers. I hope you're all doing good. So my quote for today is, I don't know how I am going to win, but if there's one thing I know for sure, I am not going to lose.
Okay.
Yes. It transcends to all aspects of life.
Right.
Yes. I don't know how I am going to win, but if there's one thing I know for sure, it is the fact that I am not going to lose.
You are not going to lose. It means you're taking it one step at a time. And no checking in.
At all.
Even if it breaks your leg, you still
stop.
Keep moving.
I no go jackba, as what our Nigerian brothers would say. I no go
powerful.
jackba. Yes, exactly.
I think, dear audience, you should take this. No matter how bad life gets, no matter how lemons you get or are thrown at you, you can make a lemonade out of it. Don't give up. Do not check in. Very necessary. Today our story. It looks as if men are in pain, but women are in pain. If I can say that. I don't know if it's a word. It's a correct word to say. But let me read the story, then we get talking. She started with, this is the height of it all. Good morning, ma. My husband wants to kill me. He lost his job 3 years ago, and since then, I have been fending for the family. He has been on the fetch for a job since, and I have been praying relentlessly for him to get one. I literally pay house rent and every other thing you could think of, ma. I take care of everything with hope he will get a job. And sometimes I will borrow to settle bills, and when I fail to pay back on time, they will come and disgrace me. I have been arrested 3 times by people I am owing, and my husband will be claiming he has no money. Ma, I am still shaking after what I discovered. My husband did not lose his job. He is dating one girl like that. He is sponsoring her in her school and taking care of her family. And from what I saw in a chat, it's like he built a house for the girl and his family, and also bought a car for the girl and his family. Okay, and also bought a car for the girl, while me, I don't have any car. The girl is an undergraduate student, I beg your pardon. I have confronted him, and he said the chat is not his own, that his friend has been using his phone to chat his fiancée. I have called his company, and they confirmed he has never been sacked. Please advise me. Post this on your page. I want everyone to advise me. We live in Owerri, and I am sure the girl lives in Owerri too. I am depressed and feeling like ending it all. For 3 years, he's deceived me and watching me sleeping in police cells because because of money I borrowed. I couldn't pay back, and yet he was sponsoring another girl, sending her 500K for her birthday party. What have I done to deserve this?
This is evil at the highest standard. Yes. I think anytime Lucifer wants to go on vacation, this is the man he leaves his position for. This is evil.
Wow.
Yes. When Lucifer decides to go on vacation, this is the man he puts in charge.
I'll be in charge until I come back.
Yes. You can't do this to your family. You can't do this to your wife. The height of it all for me is when she mentioned that she was taken to police cells.
This is serious.
I mean, can a man be any other way less wicked? Why would you do this to someone you claim you love? Why would you do this to a partner? This is evil at the highest standard. But then there's one thing I want your fellow ladies to know. It's a cheap proverb, but then my cousin has a way of saying it in English that it attracts me so much. The stick they use hit bar is the same stick they use hit techi. Yes.
Okay.
My cousin likes saying that proverb in English, and for some strange reason, I don't know why he likes saying. So shout out to Nicholas wherever you are. But then the whole thing is, you shouldn't forget you are also coming. You are making a married woman cry. The height of it all. I love people. I love beautiful people. But then if there's one thing that's a no-no for me, it's married people. No matter your circumstances, no matter the difficulties life throws at you, if there's someone or there's some particular trend of people you should stay away from, it's married people. Yes. You might say, I'm in dire need. My school fees, my rent. This married woman promised to take me abroad. This married man promised to help me further my education. But then, if there's one person you should always be running away from, it's not the devil, it's married people. I have a pastor friend who said something to me 5 years ago. It still makes sense to me up to now. Said, Grant, if you're a young man or a young woman, and you realize that married people are attracted to you, you should fear, you should jilt, you should run away.
You should pray.
Yes, because it means you have that marriage aura around you.
Right.
That should be able to attract you, a single man or woman, that should come in your direction. But then, it's funny how life always sends you married people. Because I've heard people say that, I don't know, for some strange reason, Grandmaster, married men are always coming my way. That means you are ready for marriage. I'm not saying you should go and marry, but then there's something marriageable about you.
Okay.
You get it? That is making the married men being attracted to you. You are not a fool.
Okay.
Sometimes the young ladies, I don't know, the young men, I don't know why they fail to use their... I don't know why I want to sound very...
You should.
Yes. You should be able to use your brains because you are of married age. You are single. Then married men are attracted to you. Then married women are attracted to you, and you find it amusing. How is this amusing? Why should you share with somebody? Now the only So you see, sitting back comfortably and enjoying whilst another woman goes to bed in tears is a curse on its own. Remember prayers. Each and every evening, this woman goes to bed with you in mind.
Right.
Even without knowing you, she says her prayers against you.
Right.
There's nothing in the universe that would work in your favor when you are ready for marriage. I don't know why people like to downplay it. Oh, I will just the catch cruise. He's married. I'm not taking him serious. He has a wife at home. He comes with shag. He gives me the worldly possessions and he goes back home.
Right.
It would come back to haunt you big time. Sometimes people are sitting around and waiting for their karma. You might be surprised. Your karma is already here. So let's move away from these married couples. Is this young lady aware that he's married? If she is, you have to be ready to run.
Okay.
Because the moment you let your sister go to bed in tears, your own day poly tank inside, they wait for you. Last, a time will come. You two go chop breakfast. To this man, I don't know how to call you. I don't know if I should call you a man. Okay, to this mini devil of a man, yes, it's safe to say he's a mini devil. You don't do this. This is not how men behave. You can't call yourself a man and you let your wife go through all this, claiming you've lost your job, only to sponsor a young lady's education. If you see, I am always of the impression that when you don't have feelings for somebody, you should be bold enough to tell them.
I mean, why marry her in the first
You are
place?
married, which means there was something you felt before.
That made you want
Yes.
to.
If there was ever a time that you felt like the spark was disappearing, you could have just confronted her. Or probably just like we mentioned the other time, maybe your outfits. I don't like the way you dress. Maybe you are too casual. Maybe you feel like we are married now. So you see, it's I don't know how your viewers and your listeners take this program, but then sometimes it's like a revelation. Look at what we did the other time, and look at what is following just after that. We're talking about how married people should always look fancy and classy for their husbands, not letting themselves loose for the fact that I've just given birth. I am married. My husband married women say that a lot.
Have you seen their videos?
I have seen them.
Of
course. You see, those videos, we see them and we always laugh over them, but it's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
You see, this is just the worst case scenario, and it's not a coincidence. These same kids that we see online telling you guys to put your husband away, they are the same ones taking your husbands. They are the same ones stealing your wives. It's sad. It's just sad that a man will let his wife go to bed in tears.
This is pure wickedness.
Of course,
for me.
that's why I called him a mini devil. I pride myself as a very straightforward person. I like people to be upfront with me. That's why I'm saying, sir, I don't know why you would let your wife go to bed in tears. Why would you let your wife go through all this? Sleeping in police cells, I mean, that's the height of it all for me. Meanwhile, you haven't even lost the job you claim you have lost.
With that, I want to ask you this. I don't know. Maybe could it be that this young girl has tweaked the mind of this man? Because to have a wife and not fend for the family, watch your wife sleep in police cells, I think it's over the board. It's way over the board.
You think there's
Could it be
there's some
that
supernatural
voodoo akosuo baby? Because you know young girls of today can do anything.
we fight fire with fire and we fight evil with prayer. Most Christians like to turn to the altar only when they have problems. You understand? Sometimes I don't know why people don't want to act as practicing Christians. They only practice Christianity when there's a problem. So most often I hear issues like this. And of course, as an African, you have to think over the board.
Right.
You don't always have to say, yes. You have to think deep. Is it a case of some supernatural
maybe
programming.
something has gone on somewhere.
Of course, because you can't just leave your family behind.
Serious.
Go build for someone, get them a car. Meanwhile, your wife is suffering.
I'm even certain that whenever he tells his wife, "Oh, me ko pay Jimaba," he's with the other girl. Maybe I'm ye wahaba or shaho. So as a build a hope like a new family for himself somewhere else.
So it will be safe to say that he has fallen in love with the wife, out of love with the wife. If whatever they have cooking out there is more, he's more interested in that than what he has at home. There's no coming back for this. I am against divorce and all that, but then you have to ask yourself, a man doing this for a young lady, will he be willing to easily let go of this relationship to save his marriage?
No.
You see, sometimes we just have to use our common sense.
Yeah, a huge no.
We don't always have to wait for divine intervention.
Right.
You have to ask yourself, Obe these are some of the questions this woman has to be asking herself. You have to think deep. Would you get your husband back? Is he going to denounce all the things he has done for the young lady and come back to you? No, it won't happen. It would, if, okay, maybe let's say, okay, let's just play it this way. Maybe your remote control, and God being on your side, you say some prayers and they work, and you get your husband back. If not for that fact, it would be hard to imagine your man coming back to you. Nah, it wouldn't happen. Nah. He's already planned it out. Of course. He's already planned it, the whole thing out. He's already planned it out.
This is serious. This is very serious. Mr. Man, how do you see? Is it, it makes me keep asking this question. Is it even okay? Is it the right thing to marry? Because it's serious. Do we ever know people to the fullest brim to want to settle down with them? Go on, let me take a few messages here. I'll come back to you. So ACN says he should confront him on why he lied. He told her he lost his job, but he was telling lies. 2, since he never lost his job, why is all the money he made for those 3 years? Let me take one other message on our Facebook page. And Grant, I have a question for you. I am thinking that the lady in question should reach out to the girl. Maybe, just maybe, the girl is not aware, she's oblivious that this man is married.
Of course, I mentioned that earlier. She could also be in the absence of the fact that the man is a married man.
So yes, the wife should.
Women lie, men lie too. So yes, it could be the fact that, oh, I'm a single man, I want to help you. I want to help you further your education. I'm interested in you. Some mama will die, my son talk her. So your commitment on your side is 100%. But maybe I have a family somewhere and I'm hiding. So it's understandable. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll come back to it. Akosha Debbie says, my darling, you deserve better. Akosha, it means she should leave, eh? She deserving better than she should leave. And then that came with it. I hope no mini devil, like Grandmaster will put it, is tormenting
yes.
Exactly, tormenting your life. So, Grand, you second me on that. She should reach out to the girl.
Definitely, yes. It's another
because
option.
It could be that she's oblivious.
That's actually a very valid point.
Yeah. She's oblivious that this man is married.
It's a valid point.
This is serious.
Could be
Where do you keep the money? 3 years.
Men.
Let's move off board a bit. Could it also be, probably, during their courtship time, the lady did something he didn't like? You know, I remember you've mentioned on this show that there are some people who marry for revenge sakes.
Of course.
So
of
it
course.
could be that Oblayo ne fail no go down.
Or they are shenimu.
Okay, so power. Let me just marry her. And then let her be the wife she wants to be. And let me do other things on the other side.
Yeah, but then that's a salty type of revenge. Because you are in a relationship that demands nothing of you. Just commitment and love. Who doesn't want this? Which young man in their right senses wouldn't want a relationship that only demands commitment and love? Financially, you don't contribute anything. And from what I'm gathering, you can even tell, so romantically, you are not even contributing anything. Is the lady doing everything now?
Everything.
So, if you should go on the streets now and ask 10 men if they'll be comfortable to let, or they find themselves in a financial situation where they can't help home, and their wife would want to step up.
I think I should conduct a vox pop on this.
Of course.
Most
men will gladly agree to this. Some men will also disagree.
And
you say, baby, if you have a lady that understands the hustle, it's a plus.
Okay.
A lady that understands that you can't always be the head of the family. Sometimes they have to step up too.
Okay.
Most men would adore this lady, worship her, worship the ground she walks on.
Because she is contributing.
Of course, not what this one is doing.
Right.
So, before any other thing else, she's already been taken for granted. She's not appreciated by this man. She should walk away. She should walk away. I tell you no lie.
After 3 years?
Of course. She should walk away.
Walking away to what? With what?
Sometimes the best way to start life is to start from scratch. Now you are starting with the experience. Yes. Now she's starting with the experience. If she stays there for a while, she might just lose it. She might just end up taking her own life.
Right.
And now you've made him a certified widower.
Unknowingly.
Yes. Now you have made him a certified widower. And now he has the blessing to go full chest, to go all aboard, and go and do what he was doing behind your back in broad daylight. So for the sake of your own sake, for the sake of your mental health, this time around, I'm not telling you to go talk to anybody. Don't talk to any specialist. I'm telling you, this is...
What if it works? Well, it won't.
It's evil.
Yeah, this is evil.
This is evil at all.
I'll come back to you. It is evil. Hold on to that. It is
Okay.
evil. Pastor Constance says, okay, so one of these days you're going to have Pastor Constance here.
He's surely welcome.
Yeah,
Shout out to Pastor Constance.
She keeps like contributing every time I post. So she says, God hates divorce. But irrespective of that, the word of the Lord says, quote, whoever divorces his wife, except on the ground of porneia, that's sexual immorality, makes her an adulteress, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. She even goes on to give us the where we can find that. Matthew 5:31-32. So according to the mind of God, except for fornication, you should not leave your marriage. But if you wish to forgive him, fine. But if you can't, leaving him is permissible by God. When it comes to issues like this, tell the person the mind of God and leave her to make her decision. Don't go ahead of God. Basically.
Just like I said. I told you, this is an exception. Just like I said, I didn't quote the Bible, but I said I personally even hate divorce. But with this case, I would make an exception because, Charlie, you are telling me, say, nothing day you. Meanwhile, you are Bill Gates somewhere else. This doesn't make sense.
This is serious.
It's pure evil.
I've heard stories, but this particular story.
This one tops it all.
It's serious. 3 years. You've been making a second family somewhere else.
It doesn't come as evil as this. This is evil at its highest standard. I mean, Oh, Charlie, I'm even lost for words.
Myself, because
Oh,
I
you have someone that is willing to help save face. Someone that is willing to not let society see some of your blemishes, because as a man, you should be able to hold your house together. It happens to everybody. It can happen to the lady, it can happen to the man. You lost your job. Yes, let's say you lost your job. Why then do you start a family somewhere else? This is not an honest man. I'm not sure we can even come back to make an honest man out of this. If this man is the head of your home, then your children are doomed.
are doomed. Sure. They are doomed because any me walk as or bit on one casan the back over to me in any BBI. Dear lady, I don't know what. I'm feeling for you. We've heard stories, but this one, I'm so sorry you're going through this. First and foremost, I'm so sorry you're going through this. If you can leave, leave. This one, we are not telling you to go and see any psychologist. It won't work. No counselor. It won't work. Just pack your things. In fact, Bella pay for rent and
of course.
She should
Kick him out.
Yes, as simple as that. But before she does that, I'm thinking that she should confront him, tell him. She should make him aware that she knows everything she has been doing. But if she wants to stay in the marriage, I think getting in touch with the girl will also help. Probably, maybe, she's oblivious that your husband is a husband to you.
Mr. Kwame.
Yeah. Grant your final words.
I feel sorry for this young lady. I feel like she's thrown part of her life away with the wrong person. Marriage is supposed to be a beautiful thing. With the right person, marriage is a lifetime sentence of enjoyment. Yes, with the right person. Marriage is a lifetime sentence of enjoyment. You are supposed to wake up every morning and look at the human being next to you and feel proud. You don't have to go to bed in tears or go to bed wondering if you are loved or you are the only one loving. It's sad. I feel sad for this young lady. But then my piece of advice to her is, I think I posted something on my WhatsApp status. I would read this out to her.
Read it.
Yes, I have to.
Do that. Whilst you look forward, I have
It's
one
even,
more
okay,
message.
do read that.
So Francis says, it is sad that she has had to go through this. A thought will be for her to confront the husband, confirming all she has found, and hope he shows remorse and changes. Otherwise, the best is for her to find her way back onto her feet and start fending for only herself.
Sally.
Also, she needs to move away from the house with her children and try building it all over again.
Yeah,
This is
she'll
sad.
survive. By the grace of the Almighty, she'll survive.
This is sad.
I'd read this. I posted this morning when I woke up. So I said, don't let their pressure get to you. It's just a facade. Don't fall for the basics and their little pleasures, because it might lead you to a lifetime of ruins. You see, certain times we like to follow people on their promises.
Right.
People tend to promise heavens during good times. We don't know what the future holds. Nobody knows the future. But then sometimes you should only fall for realistic promises. I have always said this. Nobody knows the outcome of a bad marriage. Everybody sees how the marriage settings and everything begins. But then we should be careful the kind of partners we choose. In this day and era where people are easily walking out of relationships for iPhones, people are easily telling their boyfriends and their girlfriends not to call them because they found someone who will make them more comfortable.
Oh, someone who bought them pizza.
Pizza. Lord have mercy. Bro, don't eat vegetables.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to be very cautious because we live in dangerous times. It's just sad, young lady, that you have to go through this. You deserve better. Yes. You should be someone's blessing. You shouldn't be carrying someone's heavy load like you have. I pray that you find peace. I pray that God sends a special someone your way. Someone that will help raise your children. Someone that won't lie to you. Someone that you don't have to go to bed wondering where they are. What is yours should be only yours. It's just sad. I don't know how to process all this, but then just stay blessed.
So you've heard what Grandmaster had to say. I personally, I am lost for words. Take good care of yourself. Find you. That's the only thing I can say, honestly speaking. Find you. Just find you. And be alive for your children. Be alive for them. Because they need you. This mini devil is gone. And not coming back anytime soon. Thank you very much for, again, writing to me. And to my audience, thank you for your thoughts and comments. Thank you for your feedbacks. We see them all the time. We are working on it. We will keep working on them until we become the perfect person you would want to always see on your screens, your monitors, your phone screens, your monitors, whichever way. Do follow us on all our social media platforms and do well to watch our videos, not only mine, but Grandmasters, VAR, Kobe's Entertainment, Launch, and Mawines, Good Morning. Until I come your way again, stay blessed, eat well, drink a lot of water, and mind your business. My name is Anakonidu, and I am out.